This week, it is raining every evening, so we had to shift gears. It is almost impossible for us to go get a load of sheetrock and getting it home without it getting wet. We could cover it up with a tarp or something, then by the time we get home, we got to take the tarp off, try to get it in the house. It's just a whole wet situation. So we're going to shift gears, and we're going to start on this bathroom, I think, this week. I think so.
So with that being said, we could only load up about 20 sheets of sheetrock at a time whenever we go and buy it, because anything after that is really a toll on Jim Wayne's truck.
She's an old girl. You got to just kind of gently ease her around. We don't want to put too much pressure on.
Since we started sheetrock, we have put up 70 sheets. We use it all, filled it in little places. You know, like we filled it in where we're going to put our fridge at, where we're going to be putting our laundry stuff at. Just those little spots that, you know, once those things come in, which, spoiler alert, might have come in, that we get to show y'all. But those areas are going to be way more important to us than trying to actually just get the walls done.
One thing that it did do was it lit a fire under us to want to get in this house and get out of that fifth wheel.
Yes. If y'all are new here, just to let y'all know, we are in our fifth wheel, like Jim said, and it is actually this far from the house. So it has been a blessing and kind of a curse, because being in a fifth wheel with a toddler is a lot, but the only way that we've been able to get so much done here is being able to be literally inches away from working where we're at.
Well, let's get this show on the road. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
We've been working on our house for the past year, and although we know this will be our homestead for the rest of our lives, it has felt like something's missing. When we walk in our home, we want that homey feeling that gives a cozy ambiance, plus be a kid-friendly zone. And it all starts with rugs. We are so proud to be partnering with Ruggable. Ruggable has allowed us to create a warm, snuggly pocket of play in our home for Ladley. While we are working, she is able to occupy her time in her very own space made by Ruggable. All of Ruggable's rugs are non-slip, spill and stain resistant, safe for babies and pets, and best of all, they're washable. Accidents happen all the time, whether a toddler is involved or not, and having the option to be able to pop our rug right in the washer gives us a sense of ease. We know our house is nowhere close to being done, but Ruggable has been able to provide us with a sense of home and warmth. Click the link in the description to check out the endless options Ruggable provides. Use our code cajunlivin10 at checkout for 10% off. Thank you, Ruggable, for sponsoring this week's video.
Okay, so in this bathroom, there's going to be a tub shower combo here. And when we originally was designing this bathroom, we wanted to have a shelf here, a space. So we didn't know exactly where the drain pipe and everything would fall out for this tub shower that is going to be here. So what we did was, before we poured the slab, we put some 2x8s on some anchor points and put them in the slab. Wrapped it with saran wrap to keep the concrete from penetrating the hole. And we put the drain piping coming up through here. So now what we have to do is we have to dig all of this soil out. That way we can access the drain at the right elevation.
And that's going to go same for the toilet. Right here. That one looks a little bit harder. You want me to do the shower and you can do the toilet?
It's not really fair.
I think it is.
You look like an archaeologist.
What'd you say about me being an archaeologist? So while I'm over here just digging my little heart out, Jim is gonna start working on the toilet.
Day for sure. How could I
Okay, you got my tool?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so the wood has been here for over a year, and what has happened is it's swollen because it's wet, moisture wicking up from the ground. So we're gonna have to try to do something different. I can't get the crowbar in between the concrete and the wood. So we're gonna try to put this screw in and work it out that way.
Oh, that worked good. Oh, no it didn't.
Well, we got part of it.
No.
We got a piece of it. Maybe we should phone a friend. I don't know, is that an option?
Our phone a friend is our Cajun family, and they're going to be seeing this a week later.
They're gonna be saying, what was you thinking?
I bet you there's a really simple way to do this too.
Yeah, probably do it right the first time. That would be probably the simple way.
Okay, let's try this. I'd say it's pretty stuck.
Yeah. We might end up having to cut that out of there.
We cannot get this wood out of here. So, whenever push comes to shove, our oscillating wood thing, plastic cutting tool. Finally.
It did its job, but that probably was not the best idea.
So this is our standard tub combo shower. Shower tub combo, not combo tub shower.
That's right. The guest bathroom does not get a swimming pool. Okay, so now we're going to put in the rough end drain plumbing, just so we can get an elevation. We know where to shoot for to hit that drain.
So in other words, what's in his hand right now is going to attach to that pipe right there.
That's right, eventually.
Is this your Mary Poppins bag?
Well, that's a bag of everything that I could think of that we might could use,
Yeah, so your Mary Poppins bag.
I suppose.
You never seen Mary Poppins?
I think more of myself than that.
Jim Wayne. If Jim Wayne was in Mary Poppins, which character would he be? I'm gonna go with the dancing penguin. You can't be Mary unless you can say...
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Oh, see, you've totally seen it. You knew.
Supercal?
See? Okay, on the second thought, with all that sheetrock on you, maybe you'd be a chimney sweeper. You look like you're having a serious, intimate conversation.
The downspout on the overflow for the tub is about a 1/2 inch short. Just in case that did happen, I bought this piece right here. It's an accordion style, flexible drain hootis.
That's an actual buy and store hooters too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, anybody can purchase this particular hoodie straight off the shelf.
How many parts are to this situation?
It's looking like a lot. Look, there's parts for the parts. Goodness. So I think I'm going to cut it about right here. And then that way we can put this in. That'll slide up in here. Jam nut will tighten against that with a washer. And we should be good to go. Okay, so now we have the jam nut and sealing gasket. This is designed on a bevel, so the tighter you get it, the tighter it's going to seal against the pipe. To install the accordion style drain hooters, gravity.
Why do we have so many leftover parts? That's slightly concerning.
A good plumber always has parts left over.
Well, whenever it comes in a kit, normally there's not that many parts left over.
So we bought this adapter, and this is going to go from the 1.5 inch, I guess this is probably schedule 10. It's thin drain piping that comes with the tub assemblies, to schedule 40, which is what we have the drain pipe coming out to. So this should slide over this. This should slide over, just like that. This tightens up. Put the tub in place, put a piece of pipe, going in the drain, just like that.
Just about 3 feet closer.
Just a little bit closer.
This is where the tub is going to live at. So now we just got to figure out how to get from the tub all the way over to the pipe. For some reason it looks teeny tiny, but it is a standard size, so I'm not really sure why that is, but do you mind getting there and let's see if it looks teeny tiny or not? See y'all? It ain't that tiny. It just looks like, gosh, you look teeny tiny too.
That's because I am kind of delicate.
Delicate little flower you.
This is how we're going to fix it. We're going to 90 over, and we're going to 90 in. So that's what it'll look like when it's tied in. Then after we get that made, we're going to fill this in with grout, and it should be good to go.
Got some pretty little line work going on.
Yeah. Well, the reason I marked this is because these are not exactly square to get the angle that we needed to drain from the tub. So I didn't want to be wadded up in there behind the tub trying to glue all this together. So these lines will allow me to glue it and line it up perfectly just the way it was removed from the tub. So all we have to do is stick it back in there, glue it on, good to go.
So we went ahead this morning and marked up all of these places that we're going to have a drain or a valve or the shower head. You know, the whole shebang of what goes in a shower. And now we're just checking to make sure that it's level. And what's the verdict?
The verdict is it is not level.
Okay, so what do you do then?
Well, I'm trying to figure out, you know, because it's like I really know nothing about showers. We know nothing about showers other than you get clean in there. But it makes sense for it not to be level, because if the water is going to go to one side first, it would be running over on this side, I would think.
You try to level it and you put the valves on that level, but then it goes back to its original form. Then everything's going to be kind of thrown off.
It's going to be out of square.
Exactly.
Right. Out of plum. Sorry. Not peach, not apricot, not plum. So that solves that mystery. We have to level the bathtub. We got to get the center line of our faucet, the valve, and the shower head directly in the center of this tub, and everything in a perfect line. But our tub's not level. So this is what we're going to actually be doing after we get the tub level, is we're going to get in the center of the drain and the overflow. We're going to put our level here. We're going to put our center marks in. We're going to put a cross-directional mark at the elevation we want our valve, faucet, and shower head, and we're going to drill these out.
All right, our first up is going to be a piece of cardboard. Let's see how level that made it.
Not very level.
Second time around, now we have a piece of the siding with the cardboard.
And that's about as close as we're going to get it.
Works for me. You need that? You need it?
Yeah, I need it.
If that does not look professional, then I don't know what does.
It looks like a pro because you are a pro.
I would definitely not go that far.
It does look good. It turned out great. So this is where our valve for the tub's going to mount, the faucet piping, and the shower piping.
So right now we're just putting the fittings that are going to go from this valve to the actual PEX pipe. And look at that form.
It's almost like I've done that before.
What?
About 10 million times. I've worked as a pipe fitter. I've worked as a welder. Done all kinds of good stuff. And anytime you do any of those things, you're going to be involved in running screw pipe. And all screw pipe, you either have pipe dope or Teflon tape or both.
They didn't teach me that in weld school.
Well, you had to be in the master class, I guess. I wasn't good to cut it, so better teach this guy how to run some screw pipe.
All right, so I gotta turn the water off, which is right here, and then I gotta drain out what is in the PEX pipe right now. So we have left the pressure on the PEX pipe that's been running inside. That way we can just make sure that everything's pressure tested good, and now it's just time to turn it off so we can hook everything up. Now we're gonna do that with these top two onto the sides. Bing! We are about to put the tub back where it goes. We had moved it out of the way. That way whenever we did all this work right here, it'd be a lot easier to get to. Plus it was easier to drill the holes away from the wall too. But we're just gonna put a little bit of this plumber's tape on the bottom and hold this PEX pipe straight, and we'll be ready to put it back in place.